In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to clone a GitHub repo with Visual Studio. Let's start by copying the GitHub repository URL. Open your browser and head to the public GitHub repository at github.com/octocat/hello-world. Once the page loads, look above the file list and click the green code button. In the panel that appears, click HTTPS in the remote URL selector to make sure you're grabbing the HTTPS version of the address. Then to the right of the HTTPS address, click the small copy URL to clipboard icon. The copied address should end in octocat/hello-world.git, so you know you've picked up the correct link. Now let's open Visual Studio's clone flow. Switch over to the Visual Studio Start window. On the right side of that Start window, click Clone a Repository. A new window titled Clone a Repository will open, and you'll see two fields inside it, one for the repository location and one for the path where the files will be saved on your machine. Next, let's clone the repository. Click into the repository location field, which sits underneath the label Enter a Git repository URL. With your cursor placed there, paste the HTTPS address you copied earlier from GitHub, and it should drop straight into that field. Take a quick look at the path field just below it. Visual Studio will suggest a local folder for you automatically, and you can keep that suggested local folder exactly as it is. Once everything looks good, click the Clone button in the bottom right corner of the window. Visual Studio will now download the repository from GitHub, and, when it finishes, open the project and folder view so you can start browsing the files. Lastly, let's confirm the cloned files are working correctly. Look at the Solution Explorer panel on the side of Visual Studio. Under the hello-world repository folder, find the README file and double-click it to open it inside the editor. The editor will display the text Hello World, and that confirms Visual Studio successfully opened the local copy, pulled down from GitHub. At this point, Visual Studio is showing the cloned hello-world repository in Solution Explorer, and its README is open in the editor. A complete local Git repository now exists in the path that was shown during the clone step, ready for you to browse and edit whenever you need it. Congratulations, you've successfully cloned a GitHub repository using Visual Studio.